Fred Armisen steals the show at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's SNL. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 Years of Music exhibit. In a night bursting with nostalgia, comedy, and music history, comedian Fred Armisen provided a show-stopping performance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's latest exhibit dedicated to Saturday Night Live musical guests. The event, titled SNL, Ladies and Gentlemen, 50 Years of Music, celebrates a monumental half-century of iconic musical performances, showcasing over 1,900 performances and behind-the-scenes rehearsal footage from one of television's longest-running and most influential variety shows. A scene right out of Portlandia, or maybe Spinal Tap. The evening's energy was palpable, with guests buzzing over the exhibit's rich tapestry of musical history. However, the night took an unexpectedly amusing turn when Fred Armisen, the beloved comedian and former SNL cast member, vanished from his green room, sparking a minor panic among his handlers. According to a source close to the event, Fred left his green room, and his handlers didn't notice right away. They started freaking out trying to track him down. This scramble might have felt like a scene from Portlandia, the quirky sketch show Armisen co-created and starred in, known for its offbeat, surreal humor. Or perhaps it was more reminiscent of Spinal Tap, the classic mockumentary about an eccentric rock band, famous for its chaotic backstage antics. The source revealed that after a frantic search, the team finally found Armisen mingling with the fans who had been waiting in line for hours to enter the exhibit. Once they realized where he was, they quickly tracked him down and escorted him back to his holding space until showtime, they said. This playful escape captured the spirit of Armisen's career, always a little unpredictable, full of surprises, and deeply connected with music and fans alike. Honoring 5 decades of iconic musical guests. The exhibit itself is a massive undertaking, 2 years in the making, a collaborative effort between the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, SNL creator Lorne Michaels, Broadway Video, and NBC. It's the museum's largest exhibition for 2025, underscoring the enduring cultural impact of Saturday Night Live as a musical showcase. Since its debut in 1975, SNL has been a premier platform for musicians spanning genres and generations. From legendary rock bands to groundbreaking hip-hop artists, from country legends to pop icons, the show has introduced America to a vast spectrum of musical talent, often live, raw, and electrifying. The exhibit chronicles these moments, offering visitors rare rehearsal footage, costumes, instruments, and curated memorabilia that tell the story of music and television intertwined. Fred Armisen's unique musical comedy set. Armisen's contribution to the exhibit wasn't just as an attendee or a former cast member reminiscing on SNL history. He delivered an original 40-minute musical comedy set that perfectly blended his comedic talents with his deep musical knowledge. The set included a variety of hilarious and insightful bits. Armisen joked about how musicians walk, capturing the distinct swagger of different artists with spot-on impersonations that left the audience in stitches. He delved into the often overlooked challenge of dancing to music in odd-time signatures, highlighting the quirky difficulty musicians face when grooving to unconventional beats. One standout bit was his comedic take on how to exit a friend's band's show early without looking like you're leaving, a relatable dilemma for anyone who has ever found themselves in a socially awkward musical situation. Armisen's humor in this area was sharp, dry, and full of wry observational comedy that resonated deeply with musicians and music fans alike. Drumming through 3 decades of punk rock. A highlight of the night was Armisen's demonstration behind the drum kit. Known for his genuine musicianship, Armisen has an impressive background as a drummer and multi-instrumentalist, skills that frequently inform his comedy. He showcased 3 decades of punk rock drumming styles, from the raw, fast-paced beats of the late 70s and early 80s, through the more nuanced rhythms of 90s punk revival, to the hybrid style scene in the 2000s. This drumming segment was both educational and entertaining, as he humorously imitated the idiosyncrasies and physical quirks of legendary punk drummers. Classic comedic tunes, Fist Fight in the Parking Lot, and Catalina Breeze. Adding to the musical flair, Armisen performed some of his top comedic tunes, including fan favorites like Fist Fight in the Parking Lot and Catalina Breeze. These songs blend sharp wit, storytelling, and catchy melodies, hallmarks of Armisen's unique brand of musical comedy. Fist Fight in the Parking Lot comically narrates the absurdity of brawls breaking out in unexpected places, while Catalina Breeze is a smooth, satirical ode to the Southern California lifestyle, laced with tongue-in-cheek humor. Both songs showcase Armisen's ability to combine musicality with clever, often surreal, comedic narratives. From Stand-Up for Drummers to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Fred Armisen's musical comedy career has deep roots. In 2018 he released a special titled Stand-Up for Drummers, which was uniquely tailored to an audience of drummers, true beat heads. That special helped cement his reputation as a performer who blends comedy and music in ways few others can. His appearance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame exhibit felt like a natural extension of this legacy. Not just a comedian, Armisen is a passionate music fan and an accomplished musician, which makes him uniquely suited to honor SNL's rich musical history. The legacy of SNL and its musical guests. SNL has been more than a comedy show. It has been a barometer of American culture and a launching pad for countless musical legends. Over the years, it has introduced viewers to unforgettable performances from the likes of David Bowie, Prince, Nirvana, Kanye West, Adele, and many more. The exhibit captures this legacy in stunning detail, featuring memorabilia that evoke the magic of live television and musical innovation. For many visitors, it's a journey through the soundtrack of their lives, tied closely to moments of cultural significance and personal memories. Looking ahead. With its blend of comedy, music, and history, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's SNL. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 Years of Music exhibit promises to be a must-visit event in 2025. It invites fans to relive classic moments, explore the intersection of music and comedy, and celebrate the artists who shaped generations. And thanks to Fred Armisen's unforgettable performance, complete with his mischievous greenroom escape, the exhibit also delivered a night full of laughter, surprises, and heartfelt homage to a truly legendary institution.